Now, if you haven't had a chance to go outside yet, this is going to be the perfect way to open, energize, and hopefully leave you feeling better for the rest of the day. And if you can get out and wrap up, I would advise it because it is a stunning day. And what a difference the sun and blue sky make. So welcome to this hour of chair yoga. Today, we're just going to use our bodies. We're not going to use weights today. We're going to do a mix of opening and energizing both the joints, standing work, using the back of the chair, the side of the chair to strengthen and build the stamina as well. Make sure you've got some water. Make sure that you have layers on. If you get hot, you can peel them off. And just somewhere where you're not going to be disturbed. Ideally on a non-slip surface like a yoga mat, and a chair without wheels or armrests is ideal. Now, without further ado, we're going to do a little bit of breath work that we looked at yesterday for those that joined us. But if you didn't, it may feel quite new. I'm going to take 10 slow breaths. But this sort of way of breathing is slightly different. We're going to breathe in through the nostrils and out through the mouth. And they said that if we do that sort of up to 30 breaths 3 times a day, it can clear our mind, it can improve memory, it can help with things like depression and fatigue and all sorts of things. So it's just a very nice, gentle way of introducing you to a slightly different breathing pattern. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn the palms uppermost. That way, we've opened the shoulders and just drop them away, palms resting, facing the ceiling on our laps. We want to just accentuate this nice tall spine. So take a moment, please, to just sit as tall as you can in your chair. Roll your shoulders back several times. And join me in taking 10 very gentle, slow breaths. The main aim is not to strain the breath as we do this. Let's have a practice. Let's just simply breathe in through the nostrils and out through the mouth. And we're going to do 10 of those. Eyes can be open or closed. If you find there's any physical discomfort, then stop. Try not to strain the breath. Go at your pace. Here we go, yogis. In through the nostrils, out through the mouth. And 9 more slowly in your own time. Breathing in through the nose. Gently breathing out through the mouth. 8 more slowly in your own time. So 5 more slowly, breathing in gently through the nostrils, out through the mouth. One or two more if you can. Excellent. Now, one more with me, yogis. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Gently open the mouth. Gently open the eyes and relax here. Take a resting breath. Well done. And we're going to continue that now by bringing the feet together and breathing in, raising the arms gently, breathing out. And again, we'll try that 10 times through nostrils and mouth. So we breathe in through the nose, and we're going to cross the wrists over. This helps with lung capacity, but exhale through the mouth. Inhale again, looking forwards. Now cross the wrists over the other way. Exhale out through the mouth if you can. We're going to do 8 more. Each time we breathe in through the nostrils, we cross the wrists over one way and release. And then as we inhale, take the arms up, we cross the wrists over the opposite way and we release. Let's do 6 more slowly. Again, breathing in through the mouth if you can, in through the nostrils, sorry, and out through the mouth. 5 more. Each time you do this, just remember to cross the wrists over alternate sides. You can look up towards the ceiling or forwards. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Well done, yogis. Take a moment just to shake it out, hands and feet, shake out all that unspent energy. Lovely. Okay, we'll start with the feet. All we're going to do is gently lift the toes. Now remember, all of these exercises can be done with shoes, slippers, and even socks, but they are all performed best if you can with bare feet. Give the toes a wiggle, an affectionate little wiggle, and spread them wide apart. Inhale, lift them, give them an affectionate wiggle, just gently stretching into the toes as best you can. Fan them apart. Inhale, lift the toes, give them another wiggle. You may only be able to move 1 or 2 toes, and that's fine. Take care as you spread them wide that you don't sprain or strain the feet. And 1 more. We wiggle them, we lift them, wiggle into the toes, a sense of fanning them apart. Nicely done, yogis. Okay. Well, let's lift this right foot and just start to flex it backwards and forwards gently. And you don't have to raise the leg particularly high to start feeling the benefits of that stretch. But we add the breath. We're going to inhale and point the toes, flex them down towards the floor. As we exhale, we point the toes towards us. And we do 4 more. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep the spine tall, looking either towards the foot or ahead. Inhale as we point the toes down. Exhale back. 1 more. Inhale, point the toes down. Exhale back. Let's untie the knots. So we're going to do between 5 and 8 little rotations with the right ankle, first in one direction. Between 5 and 8 rotations in the opposite direction. Take care. Stop if there's any physical discomfort, remember, yogis. And then release. Carefully raise the left leg, not too high again, no higher than your hip. Sitting tall, we breathe in and point the toes down. We breathe out, flex back, and we do 4 more. We inhale, point the toes down. We exhale back. 3 more. Inhale, point the toes down. Exhale back. Inhale, point the toes down. And exhale back. Now 1 more if you can. Breathing in, breathing out. Now we untie the knots. So between 5 and 8 rotations in one direction. That's good. And between 5 and 8 in the opposite direction. And whilst you're doing this, just take great care, okay? Do stop if there's any physical discomfort, as I say. And release down. Good. Okay, so now we're going to just do a little bit more work on the feet. What I want you now to do is just lift both feet once more, give them a wiggle, and as you come up onto the ball of the foot, just hold that for several seconds. So you're just resting on the toes, and then place them down, lift the toes, wiggle them, place the toes down and lift the balls of the feet. So we rock backwards and forwards. We lift heels, we lift toes. We breathe in as we come up onto the ball of the foot. We breathe out as we bring the toes up. So it's a sort of rocking motion. Just several of those. It warms and energizes the sole of the foot. And you may feel this also in the ankle and calf muscles gently. Lovely. And then give them a wiggle and fan them apart. Excellent. We're going to move into the knee joints now, yogis, and finally into the hip area. Remember to do as much or as little of this practice as you can, and please do stop if there's any physical discomfort. But a really nice, gentle way to work and strengthen this knee is to do our knee cranks. So we come forwards a little bit on our chair, separate the feet, draw the right knee in, and we take the hands and either hold on to alternate wrists or elbows underneath this right thigh. So holding on to the alternate wrists or elbows if you can. Now let's just remind ourselves it's the lower part of the leg that we're moving, just the lower part, from the knee down to the foot. We want to make as wide a circles as we can, as if we were cranking an old-fashioned car. Now my advice is go gently and slowly, do between 3 and 6 in one direction if you can. That's it. And then repeat that slowly and carefully in the opposite direction. There's no rush with these. Whether you do 1 or up to 6 is entirely up to you. Just make sure you're not straining. Good. I'm going to do 1 more and release that leg carefully. Then I can switch sides, draw the knee up, holding on to alternate wrists or elbows underneath. And do remember, yogis, it's from the knee down to the foot we want to move in as wide a circles as we can. Lovely work. Again, between 3 and 6, slowly. And what often we may find is that one side feels a lot easier. Nice deep breathing as we do this. Lovely big rotations if you can. That's it. Keeping the breath relaxed. Excellent. I'm going to do one more. And release. Well, if that felt a little bit strong, yogis, the next exercise is just as good and will be a strengthening. So you may want to try this instead. Again, I'm going to raise the right leg, sit back in the chair, keep my spine tall, and interlace the fingers underneath the right thigh. I'm going to attempt to bring the nose as close as I comfortably can to the right knee. And as I exhale, I straighten and flex the toes. 4 of those. Breathing in. Careful not to strain the nose to the knee. Breathing out, we straighten. We inhale, nose to knee. We exhale and straighten. 1 or 2 more if you can, yogis. Carefully bring nose to knee. Exhale, flex the toes towards you. Straighten the leg. 1 more. Inhale, nose to knee. And exhale to straighten. Well done. Place the foot down. Let's switch sides now. Interlace underneath the left thigh. Inhale, nose to knee. Exhale, straighten and flexing that foot. And again, making sure that you don't strain as you draw this nose to the knee. Lovely. 1 or 2 more, yogis. Breathing in. Make sure you do the same amount on each side. 1 more, nose to knee. Exhale and straighten. And carefully release. So that's a nice strengthening exercise. Both of those exercises help to heal, strengthen and energize the knee joint, but also working the whole of the leg to a large degree. Well, let's come forwards a little bit on our chair, still making sure that our buttocks are firmly on the chair, but we separate the feet. Now the next exercise is going to work the knee and the outer hip, but to a degree the inner hip as well. Take great care and have a go if you can. I'm going to bend this right knee, bring the foot so that it's resting on the fleshy part of my left thigh. Make sure the right ankle is free. Now, the first thing I want you to do is just grab hold of the foot, rest the right hand on the knee, and using the heel of the right hand, just gently making these tiny little pulse-like movements on the inside of that right knee. And that's just working that knee joint. Now, it's really, really important that we don't push, that it's just gently pressing into the knee to activate a pulse-like movement. We're gazing ahead and we're taking several deep breaths here. And you may feel this on the knee joint, the outer hip and thigh, or even the outer buttock on the right side. Well, let's just hold on to that knee now, keeping still, because the next exercise, we're going to breathe in and activate that stress on the outer buttock even more on the right side by folding forwards. Now, we're looking down towards the floor, and as I hinge forwards from my hips, and the action comes from the hips, gaze towards the floor, looking beyond the body, I can really feel that in that outer buttock. If you can, stay for several deep breaths. Relaxing the shoulders, just gazing towards the floor and beyond. And again, just notice that you may feel quite a tight spot underneath and on that outer buttock and hip. So don't go too far. When you're ready, breathe in, come up. This is where we hug the knee in gently and release that leg. Well done. Well, let's switch sides now. We're going to bend that left leg rather. Bring the left ankle so it's free, resting on the fleshy part of the right thigh. And again, using the heel, this area, the heel of the left hand, holding onto the foot with the right hand, and we make those little pulses. But the idea is just to not press too much, okay? It's a gentle pulse-like movement. And we're using that knee's natural spring-like action to spring up. Gaze ahead, Don't forget to breathe. That's it. Just a couple more. And again, if there is physical discomfort, do please stop. Then pausing, sitting tall. And again, exhale, we hinge forwards from the hips. Gaze towards the floor, relax the shoulders. And again, breathing into that outer hip and buttock on the left side now. How far you fold forwards, yogis, is entirely up to you, but remember not to strain. Let's hold for several more deep breaths, if you can, comfortably. Relaxing the shoulders, just taking 1 or 2 more deep breaths, if you can. When you're ready, let's breathe in together, come up. Well done. Hug the knee into place. Exhale and straighten and release down. And take a moment, please, to shake out hands and feet. Shake out any more unspent energy. Well done. Now, yogis, I don't often say it, but I'm going to today. Please stay hydrated. Have a sip of water if you need to. We're going to move into the upper body for a few minutes. We'll probably finish this joint work and what we call the anti-rheumatic group of exercises in about 10 minutes. And then that leaves us the rest of the class halfway through to start to build the energy. Okay, so just sit back a moment, roll your shoulders back, take a deep breath in and out here, and just notice if the lower half of the body, the lower half of your body that you just opened, just energized, feels a little warmer. Wiggle the toes. Just be aware of any sensations in the lower half of the body and compare that to the upper body. Often one side of the body, or in our case, one half of the body's been open and stretched, but the other hasn't. And often we may feel physically different in the part that hasn't had the stretch. So it's just an observation. Okay, well, let's move into the upper body now. Let's take the arms to shoulder height, palms down. Can I ask you very gently to make a loose fist? The thumb is inside, the 4 fingers wrap round. Take a breath here. And as you exhale, we open and stretch into the fingers. And we do 6 of those. Breathing in, breathing out. Now, the key thing here I always like to remind people is no strain the arms or fingers. Make sure you just open the fingers gently, but not straining. Exhale and open. Inhale, loose fist. Exhale and open. 1 or 2 more. Breathing in, breathing out. Lovely. Once more. Inhale and exhale. Last time. Breathing in, breathing out. And then just shake out those wrists. That's it. As much as you can, as if you were shaking out any stiffness, any tightness. Take the arms up if you can. Take them out to the side. Just shake it out. This is great for just removing tightness, stiffness, and any fatigue and tension in the upper body. That's lovely. Okay, well, we're going to move into the wrist joints. So again, we make 2 loose fists, keeping the elbows straight. And we start to untie the knots. Can you see the wrists moving in toward one another, yogis? Breathing to relax, sitting tall in our chair, and gently looking forwards. Let's go in the opposite direction now. 5 or 6 little rotations with our wrist joints. That's lovely. Untying the knots there. Shake it out. Open and close the fingers. Run your hands up and down that imaginary piano. That's fantastic. Well done. And relax. Well, let's move into the wrists, but also the elbows now. So we're going to take the arms out to the sides, palms facing uppermost. And as we inhale, we bring the fingers to the shoulders. As we exhale, we open. And 6 of those. Breathing in, fingers come to shoulders. Breathing out, extend and open. Aim to keep the arms at shoulder height. Use the breath wisely. 3 more. Inhale, that's it. And exhale. We breathe in. We breathe out. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to turn the palms down and imagine we have 2 big bouncy balls underneath, 2 big beach balls underneath both hands. And this just activates, again, a lovely stretch, a bit of strengthening work with the arms. So keep pulsing those arms. Let's go for 10 more seconds. 10, 9, and 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands. Could you feel that in the elbows and upper shoulders? Well, if you could, what's rather nice is just to start to make some shoulder rolls, slowly backwards, relaxing the hands on the thighs and just integrating a few shoulder rolls backwards. Take a resting breath. And let's do 5 or 6 forwards now. That's it. Shoulder rolls, moving the shoulders up and forwards and down, nice and slow, keeping the head and neck relatively relaxed if you can. And then pause. Good. We're going back to the shoulders, yogis. So when you're ready, bringing the hands up, resting them on the shoulders, elbows out to the side. And I want you to visualize or imagine now drawing small circles with the elbows in a forwards direction. Keep the spine tall. Now these circles are really small, very accurate, almost as if we had that very sharp pencil on the end of each elbow. And we're just trying to draw small circles in a forwards direction with both elbows. Keep the spine tall, keep the feet apart, and keep the breath relaxed. Now I want you to go backwards with both elbows. That's it. Keep those circles small and accurate if you can. Spine is tall. Facial muscles, even the face and jaw, have a sense of relaxing and softening your facial muscles and the jaw from ear to ear, yogis. Keep the breath relaxed. Wonderful. And pause. Now for those that want to work a little deeper, I'm going to take a breath in and make some big circles now, keeping the head and neck straight as I look forwards. Big wide circles, that's it. Breathing in, elbows come together, breathing out, release. That's it, as wide a circles as you can. Now in the opposite direction, still looking forwards. Draw some lovely big elbow circles. Don't worry if those elbows don't touch. This improves the shoulders. This improves the range of motion. It gives a lovely shape to the shoulders. And shake it out, release yogis. Let's shake out the body again, upper body, even the feet and legs. Let's include them. And relax. Nicely done. Well, there's one more area of the upper body I'd like us to work gently, and that's the neck. Now, what I always say at this point is, if you've got any neck issues, injuries or vulnerabilities in the neck and shoulder region, please feel free to skip this pose, okay? Or if there's any physical discomforts, then stop. Otherwise, very gently, we're going to drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Keep looking forwards, dropping gently right ear to right shoulder. And just hold that stretch. 1, maybe 2 deep breaths. Being aware of that gentle stretch down the left side of the neck and shoulder. And carefully bring the head back to the center. Left ear to left shoulder. Again, keep looking forwards. Take again several deep breaths if you can. Breathing and stretching out all the way down into the right side of your neck and right shoulder. Please be careful not to strain. And back up we come. Let's try that again. So right ear to right shoulder. This time I'm going to raise the right hand and carefully just place it over my left ear. Now what I can do is gently encourage a deeper stretch and take this left arm down towards the floor, make a loose fist, take it away from the body and push that fist gently down. And just encourage a deeper stretch into the left side of the neck and shoulder. Keep looking forwards. Then, if you wish to, turning the head to look down towards the floor, still holding onto the ear gently, stretching the side of the neck. Take a breath in. Deep breath out. Relax the left hand on the left thigh. Release the neck and bring it back to the center carefully. Well done. So let's try that on the left side. So left ear to left shoulder. Again, if you like to go deeper, raising the left arm, cupping it over that right ear. Right arm goes out, we make a loose fist, as if we're punching gently towards the earth. And as we look forwards, we just appreciate a deeper stretch into the right side of the neck and shoulder. Take a deep breath. Feel or imagine that lovely stretch, but again, don't strain. And then carefully turning the head to look down towards the floor on the left. Hold for a breath, just stretching into the side of the neck now. Breathing in, breathing out. And carefully, right hand back, releasing the left hand, and bringing the head carefully back and facing the center. Roll the shoulders back several times and forwards. And then we're going to gently just inhale, turn the head to the right. And exhale, turn the head to your left. Breathing in, turning the head slowly to one side. Breathing out, turning the head to the other. And that's several more times slowly. Inhaling to one side. Exhaling to the other. Once more, slowly breathing into one side. Gliding with care as you exhale to your left. Bring the head back to the center. Roll the shoulders carefully backwards and forwards if you wish. And finally, we're going to breathe in and work the back of the neck. And just drop the chin towards the throat. Relax the shoulders, looking down towards your thighs. Hold for several seconds if you can. Exhale, bring the head back to the center. Now, if that felt comfortable, we're going to do two more. Inhale deeply here. Chin to the chest. Dropping the shoulders. And we exhale, bring the head back to the center. Now, if that's comfortable, once more, breathing in. Chin to chest. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, bring the head back to the center and relax. And again, it feels nice. We can shake out gently, hands and feet. And there we are, almost 12 o'clock. And we have done all of the upper and lower half of the body. Let's sit tall and take a breath in, palms facing. Breathe out. Let's do that again. Inhale, lengthening upwards, sitting tall. And exhale. Once more, yogis. Inhale, lengthening tall. And exhale. Take another moment to shake it out. Well done, yogis. That's all of our open and energizing done. We're now going to do our sun salute. First of all, facing the chair. But I think what we'll do is just have a moment doing a seated sun salute before we do. So grab some water. We're halfway through. Do stay hydrated. And let's just do one sun salute to energize and mobilize the spine. So bring the feet together. Inhale and exhale as you bring the palms together in the center of the chest, sitting tall. Take another breath here with me. Breathing in. That's it. Breathing out. And notice if the body, the joints feel a little more warmer now. We want to keep that energy and warmth going. So let's inhale, raise the arms up and gently back, saluting that beautiful sun this morning. Exhale, palms down. Can I ask you to place your hands just below your knees on your shins, looking down with a flat back, and take a breath in and out here. Just a moment to lengthen the back of the body. We slide the hands all the way down. We come up. We're going to interlace the fingers underneath that right thigh again and bring the nose to the knee. We're going to exhale, look forwards. And as you look forwards, still holding onto the thigh, squeeze your shoulder blades together a little. Lift the chin up. Open the heart center and release. Fold all the way down again, yogis. Come up. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chin and chest, look gently up if you can, and exhale. Inhale, underneath the left thigh, bring the nose to the knee again. Exhale, look forwards, and a little gentle squeeze again of those shoulder blades. We release the leg, let's fold all the way down as we breathe in, and hang out here, yogis, just relax here, take a breath in and out. Relax the head and neck. When you're ready to inhale and raise the arms up and gently back, salute the sun, and exhale, palms together. We're going to do that once more, a little faster if you can. So sitting tall, take a deep breath in and out with me. Inhale, we come up and gently back. Exhale, swan dive down, hands resting on the shins. A little further down if you so wish. Coming up slowly, interlace underneath the right knee, nose to knee again. Exhale, look forwards. Release and fold all the way down again. And as you exhale, come up. This time, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the chin and chest. Open the heart center. And relax. Then interlace underneath the left knee, bring nose to the knee. Exhale, look forwards and release. Finally, let's fold all the way down. Remember, yogis, we hang out here for a breath in and out. Inhale when you're ready, come up and gently back. And exhale back into prayer where we began. Shake it out. Well done, yogis. Well, let's come up to standing. We're going to use the last 20-25 minutes to do some lovely mobilizing work. And the first pose, or the first series of stretching, is going to be the sun salute facing a chair. And I'd like us to do 2 of these. What this does, it complements what you've done so far. It energizes and opens the body, keeps you warm, keeps those joints and muscles supple. So join me now in doing our sun salutes facing the chair. So all you need on your mat at this stage, yogis, is yourself, your chair facing you on a non-slip mat, and nothing around you that you're going to go into. Okay? So we start by facing the chair, stepping away from the chair, and bring the hands again back into prayer position. Rolling the shoulders back. It's an opportunity just to take several deep breaths. Perhaps you'd like to dedicate your practice to somebody this morning, to include yourself. Just a moment to breathe and dedicate the practice, if you so wish, to someone or something. Then we inhale, come up and gently back, salute that sun. This time as we exhale, we rest the hands on the seat of the chair, palms down. Now I've got my legs straight, but it's absolutely fine to keep the knees bent, feet and legs together, weight into those palms, arms are strong. We look down, just appreciating that lovely stretch into the back body. Let's take a breath in and out again. Keep the knees bent if you need to. Take your left foot between the chair leg, turn your right foot out, bend the front knee, keep your hips square to the chair. And as you bend this front knee, as I always say, but it's worth repeating, turning the toes out of the back foot, but making sure the back heel is firmly planted into the mat. And enjoy the stretch. Take a breath in, deep breath out. Now we're going to bend this right knee and carefully come down, tucking the toes under. We're going to leave our hands just on the seat of the chair for now. Roll the shoulders back and direct a breath into that right thigh and hip. That's the area we're focusing on, opening and energizing. So take a breath in here. Deep breath out. Then we come back up. We step back from the chair, coming into our first downward dog. So the hands are going to rest on the seat of the chair, open the fingers, distribute the weight through them. You've had a good stretch. Walk the feet back as much as you can. Keep the feet and knees together. Feel free to bend those knees if you need to. Otherwise, the legs are fairly straight. And can you see, yogis, I bring my chin in, my ears alongside my inner elbows, gazing towards my upper thighs, and taking a breath. We slide those hands towards the back of the chair and stepping forwards a little bit at this stage, bending the knees if we need to, but definitely dipping the spine, squeezing my shoulder blades together as I do so, lifting the chin and chest, looking ahead of me, coming into supported upward dog. Bend the knees if you need to. Gazing ahead, take a breath in. Deep breath out and release. Then we take the right foot between the chair leg, the left foot turned down. We bend the front knee, and again make sure the back heel is firmly planted into the floor. Just enjoy the stretch in the back calf muscle for a breath in, yogis, and a breath out. Let's bend the left knee, tuck the toes under. In this kneeling position, we want to look forwards and roll the shoulders back. We want the front of the body, what we call our torso, to be as open as we can, and directing the breath into the left hip and the left thigh as best you can. Come up slowly. This is where we come back into the flat back position, so the hands resting on the seat of the chair, weight equally through both palms. Now I've got my feet together, legs together. Do bend the knees if you need to. We look down and we take a breath in again and a breath out. Now just taking care, bending the knees, engage our tummy muscles by pulling the wall in slightly, abdominal wall in, knees bent. We inhale, come up and gently back, saluting the sun once more. And with the exhale, palms come back into prayer position where we began. Well done, yogis. We've done one round. We're going to do another round, slightly faster now, just slightly faster if we can. So here we go. So join me if you can. Palms together again, gazing ahead. Take a breath in. Send the energy all the way down into your legs and feet, please. And another breath in. Again, send the energy downwards. Inhale, we come up and gently back, saluting the sun. Exhale, palms resting on the chair. And again, do remember to bend the knees if you need to. Arms are straight, load the weight into the palms as comfortably as you can. The left foot goes between the chair leg, the right foot turned out. Again, making sure that the back heel is firmly anchored down. Bend the front knee. Appreciate the stretch in the left or the right calf in our case. Now I want you to leave the left palm where it is and raise that right arm so you come into what we know as supported triangle. Now I've got my front knee bent. For a stronger stretch, I could straighten the front leg, but be careful not to lock the knee. Gazing up towards this right hand, making sure it's in the same line as the shoulder joint. My left hand is strong, and I've turned the toes out a little more of that right foot to enable me to open up into this lovely, lovely standing pose known as triangle. We're going to hold this for another breath, either looking up or looking forwards. Take a breath in, deep breath out. Now wrap that arm around the back of the waist. This is another twist. Load the weight again into the left palm, left arm is straight, and twist gently if comfortable for the neck, looking somewhere towards this top shoulder. We want to keep it open. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Keep the front knee slightly bent, back foot is straight, and another breath in. And as you exhale, just turning back towards the chair, hips facing the chair. Bend the right knee and come down slowly back onto it. Let the right foot rest on the floor and we'll go for another twist. This time, I'm going to take the right hand to the right hip, left hand stays on the chair. And again, twisting, but from the belly and the low belly area, we twist to look somewhere over again, that right shoulder. And it may feel a little easier now. Hold, stabilize yourself with your left hand on the chair. And take a couple of deep breaths. Now I'm going to breathe in, and as I exhale, return back to the chair, tuck the toes under, and up we come. We go back into downward dog. So from here, hands resting on the seat of the chair, let's walk the feet back. Bring the ears alongside the inner elbows. We're gazing here to the upper thighs, aiming to keep the arms straight, bend the knees if you need to. Take 1 or 2 deep breaths into the back of the body. Press the weight into the hands. Slowly, slowly, we're going to come back into upward facing dog. Now we've got an option. We're going to step forwards, dip the spine, load the weight into the arms and the hands, and lift the chin, dipping the spine, squeezing shoulder blades together. But if you want to work a little deeper today, walk the feet away, press the weight firmly into the hands, lower the hips towards the seat of the chair, raise the chin, the chest, and squeeze those shoulder blades together. And come into that upward dog. Now this is strong, weight definitely into the chair. Nice deep breaths as we hold this like an eager little dog going for a walk. And push back carefully. Place the right foot between the chair leg and carefully turn the left foot down. We're going to leave that right hand on the chair. We're going to slowly bend the front knee and raise this left arm skywards. Again, looking up if you can, or just looking down towards the floor if that's easier for the neck. Front knee slightly bent, back leg straight and turned out. Aim for another breath. Breathing in, wrapping that arm around the back of the waist. Keep the front knee a little bit bent and see if you can twist very gently, looking somewhere towards that top shoulder. But take care, don't over twist. Look after your neck. Hold for another breath in and out, yogis, if you can. We breathe in. We exhale to release carefully. We bend the left knee and we come down. And just take a pause there before resting the right hand on the seat of the chair, left hand to your hip, and again turning and twisting from that low belly, looking somewhere over the left shoulder. See if you can hold for several deep breaths, yogis. Breathing in, breathing out. One more full breath in, deep breath out. And then we're going to inhale together, exhale, come back, slowly come up. And we're going to add a little balance here. So holding onto the chair with both hands, legs relatively straight. I'd like you to engage the tummy wall as you look down. Stack the weight into the left leg and see if it's possible to raise that right leg behind you. Now I haven't raised it high, pointing the toes down towards the floor. Engaging the tummy muscles, left leg taking the weight. Relax the back of the head by looking down, yogis. Breathe nice and freely and easily through your nose. Hold for as long as you can. You're supported by the chair, so press the hands gently into the chair, but open the fingers wide. Arms are strong. And as soon as you get tired, release the right leg back to the floor, stack the weight into the right leg and then raise the left leg carefully. Engage the tummy muscles, point the toes down, hold and breathe. Hold for as long as you comfortably can without straining, whether that's one breath or up to 3. Just make sure you're not straining your body. And release when we need to. Let's bend the knees, engage the tummy muscles to take care. Inhale, we raise those arms up and gently back. And we exhale, coming back to the starting position, prayer position. Tadasana. Take a breath in. Deep breath out. And relax. Well done, yogis. Nicely done. Now remember, there's over 15 poses, so you've done 30 already because we did 2 rounds. So well done. And we've still got 15 minutes to spare. So we're going to do a little twist now. Let's come to seated. Just want to put a little twist in so that your spine has a chance to mobilize as well. So very gently, just sitting down. Let's just come back to the breath. We're going to stand again in a moment, but feet apart. Roll the shoulders back. Give your legs a moment just to relax. We're going to inhale and raise the arms. And as we exhale, we take both arms down to the left-hand side of the chair as we look down. Inhale, rainbow twist, we come up and we take the arms all the way down to the right, looking down. Legs are fairly strong here, slightly apart. Inhale as you raise both arms again, keeping the spine tall like a rainbow. Exhale, look down to the left, both hands just resting by the left side of your chair. Inhale, use the breath and come up into rainbow twist again. Exhale, looking down. Let's try that once more. Inhale, we raise the arms and we exhale back down. Good. And release. Come back up. That's great. Use the back of the chair now, yogi. So I can ask you to turn the back of the chair so that the back of the chair is facing you. We're going to take the left foot between the chair leg. We're going to turn the right foot behind us. Now go as wide as you can. Left leg between the chair leg, hips square, and the right foot turned down. So we're going to start here. We're going to inhale, raise the right arm, and look forwards as we bend this left knee. So it's the right arm we raise, left hand on the chair, just coming into a supported warrior. Now, if you felt you could, release the left hand from the chair, both arms raised, palms facing one another above the head, shoulder width apart, keeping that front knee bent. Hold for several breaths. If you felt that was too strong, feel free to leave them. And release both hands now. Just step back a little bit. Come up onto the ball of the back foot. That's your right foot. And I want you to lift the foot, if you can, slightly off the floor. Again, weight into the left leg. We engage the tummy muscles, tipping slightly forwards as we hold on to the back of the chair and looking down. Hold and breathe. Doesn't matter how high you've raised that right leg. I want you to stack the weight into the left leg, taking some deep breaths, using the back of the chair to support you. This left leg is strong and steady. Release when you need to, and we switch sides. Right foot between the chair leg, left foot is turned out behind us. Again, as we bend the front knee, make sure we can feel a gentle stretch in that back left calf and that the back heel is firmly planted down. Firstly, we inhale and raise the left arm, pin it towards the ear, palm facing up, and we gaze the head. We can lunge deeply, but take care of the front knee. And if you felt you could today, raising the opposite arm, so both palms facing, arms above the head, shoulder width apart. Hold and breathe. This is warrior, and this is our supported warrior. Hold for several breaths. Release the hands down, holding onto the back of the chair. Maybe you need to just step back here because as you stack the weight into the right leg, coming up onto the ball of the back foot, engage the abdominals, bend the elbows, keep them close to the sides of the body, dip forwards, not too far, raise the back leg, point the toes down. And now we hold this balance on the right side for several deep breaths. When you've had enough, when the body feels tired, when the leg starts to get heavy, that's a good indication to release. Step back from the chair and shake it out. Well done, yogis. Well, we're going to turn and use the front of the chair again. And this time, we're going to do a few cat-cows for the spine. So we want to bring feet together, hands resting on the chair, knees and feet together. Feel free to bend the elbows. We separate the feet very slightly, and we keep a micro bend in the knees. Because as the hands rest on the chair, the arms are straight, shoulder width apart, we're going to do what we call our mountain climber after the cat-cow. Now the first pose is we're going to breathe in, keep the knees slightly bent, chin comes in towards the throat, and you see I'm arching the spine. And as I inhale, keeping the knees bent, I simply look forwards, dip the spine and come into the cow pose. My elbows, my arms remain straight throughout. Let's try that again. Exhale, chin to chest. Keep those knees bent. Inhale, the only thing we move is head, neck and spine, dipping the spine. 4 more. Keep the tummy muscles engaged. Try not to move the arms and legs. Inhale. Exhale again. Slowly inhale. Keep going, yogis, a few more if you can. When you bring the chin to the throat and arch the spine, see if you can pull the tummy muscles in. Inhale, looking forwards. 1 more if you can. Remember to keep those arms straight. Exhale. And inhale. Lovely. Now, staying exactly where you are, we're going to do a twist again. We're going to inhale and just turn to look towards our right hip. Exhale back to center. Inhale, twist gently towards your left hip. Exhale back to center. Keep those arms straight. Inhale, swishing from side to side, keeping the rest of the body relatively straight. Coming back once more. Inhale as if you're turning to look towards your hip. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, twist to your right. Exhale, back to center. Good. Now staying exactly where you are. We finish the work by bringing the nose to the knee and taking the leg back. Left leg takes the weight. Inhale, right knee, come to nose. Exhale, take that leg back. Inhale, right knee to nose. Keep looking down, keep the left leg nice and straight. Lots of balances today. 1 more. Nose to knee and release. Now we try the left side. So hands are strong, arms are straight. Inhale, nose to knee. Exhale, take the leg back. Engage your tummy muscles as you do this, yogis. Inhale, nose to knee. Exhale, straighten. Try and keep that left leg off the floor. The right leg is strong, standing leg. That's brilliant. Should we try 1 more? Inhale, nose to knee. Exhale. Excuse me. And release. Step forwards. Hold on to the back of the chair and come up. Excuse me. Shake it out, yogis. Well done. Now we've got 5 minutes to spare, so let's come back onto our chair and just repeat a couple of nice twists. Come back to seated. You've done so well. We've got 5 minutes to spare, which is great. We're going to try a little twist again. So we're going to bring the feet and knees together. We're going to bring the arms so that we're holding on to alternate elbows. So hands holding on to alternate elbows, keeping the elbows in the same level as your shoulders if you can, and then separate the feet. Now, as we inhale, we're going to take these elbows, both of them over to the right, but turn to look over our left shoulder. And as we exhale, we come back to the center. We're going to inhale and twist those elbows to the left, turning the head carefully to look towards the right shoulder and back to center. Inhale, taking the torso, the arms over to the right, but you're looking towards your left shoulder, breathing in. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, take those elbows over to the left, turn to look towards your right shoulder and back to center. Let's try 1 more on both sides. Breathing in, arms go to the right, head to the left. Exhale back, inhale, to the left, turn the head to the right and back to center. 1 more time. Inhale, arms go to the right, head to the left. Take a breath in and out here. Come back to the center when you can. Inhale to the left. Take a breath in and out as you turn to gaze towards your right shoulder. Back to center. And release. Well done, yogis. Take a moment to shake it out. Well, let's just finish with a little bit of work for our upper hip, our lower hip, our upper body, our inner thigh. We're going to take the legs as wide apart as we can, toes out, heels in. Just a little sort of stretch here into the inner thigh, groin area. I want you to turn your left palm up. Take the toes out, the heels in, sitting tall in supported squat. Rest your right palm in your left. Then take a deep breath in, raise the right arm slowly and carefully as you come into what's known as a diagonal stretch. Look up towards the right palm, exhale and close. And we switch sides. Left palm and right. Inhale, stretch that left arm, get a lovely stretch in the upper body, gaze towards the palm and release. And we keep going, alternate sides. Right palm and left, breathing in. Right arm out, gaze towards the thumb. Exhale, release. Left palm and right hand, breathing in. Lovely diagonal stretch, open the chest and release. Once more on each side. Right palm on left, breathing in and open. Gaze towards those right hand and release. Left palm in right, breathing in slowly. Opening up and release. We'll do one more on each side. Right palm and left, inhale carefully, opening up, keep the spine tall. And exhale. Left palm and right, breathing in. Lovely diagonal chest stretch. And release. Well done. Bring the feet in, yogis. Shake it out gently. Shake out hands and feet, arms and legs. And let's come back to breathing where we started. So we're going to turn the palms uppermost, roll the shoulders back. Join me in taking 10 slow breaths. Again, in through the nostrils as you inhale. Exhale out through the mouth as you exhale. And we'll do 10 slowly. Eyes can be open or closed. Take your time, don't rush. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out gently through the mouth. Five more slowly. Take your time. One more. Open the eyes if they were closed. Turn the palms down, feet together, and join me in just sitting tall. Raise the arms. Exhale, release. Breathing in, yogis, as we sit tall in our chair and release. And then breathing in, bring the hands to the prayer position where we started. Om Shanti, peace to you. Thank you, yogis. Take care. Have a wonderful day.